Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Let's get Instagram up and running. Today's live is going to be a little different, I think. There's Instagram. Come on in. The water's delicious. I think my friends think I'm crazy because every day I wake up and release another video to the internet. Good morning. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Real life, real world strategies and practical insights to help you build a successful acting career. Let me know where you're coming from and what you're working on in your acting career today. And here's where I'm at. I want to tell you something that I didn't expect. Making content every day hasn't changed my audience nearly as much as it's changed me. Because the biggest thing that I've gained from doing it isn't followers, it's a philosophy. Let me break it down. One of the things that happened yesterday was that we had a video chat with our best friend who lives in Nashville, and somehow our beautiful, dear, sweet friend Henry suddenly realized that I'm doing this daily live every weekday at 8 a.m. right here on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. And I think they think I'm crazy. I think Henry thinks I'm nuts. And he's not wrong. Because I do make daily content. I release it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Spotlight. I make LinkedIn posts, and I do a live 5 times a week at 8 a.m. every weekday morning. That's where you are right now. You're on the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. And every 2 weeks, we do a live podcast with Patrick Richwood, the Working Actor NYC podcast. I do videos about actor news. That today's video is going to be about vertical dramas. I do talking heads. I do walking heads. I do carousels. I do. It's obsessive, right? I get it. It looks obsessive. It looks crazy. Here's the practical reason for doing all of that content. I'm a coach. I am an acting career coach. The content that I create is a free advertising for my coaching career. And, I work one-on-one with people. Just today, I had an inquiry from an actor in Argentina, which I'm super interested in exploring. I want to make sure before we start working together, I want to make sure that I can really give this actor value. So I'm going to sort of dig into it a little more, because I only work with people that I know that I can give something to. I'm talking to you. Can't see what your name is. Oh, RO9K. Thanks for joining me. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Let me know what you're working on in your acting career today. So the practical reason for making daily content is that this is free advertising for my coaching business. And if you want to learn more about that, you can see all the testimonials from all the actors that I've helped on my acting career. No, I'm talking to you. RO9K. But check out the workingactornyc.com/coaching, and you can get all of the information there. There's an application there if you're interested in working one-on-one with somebody who's still in the trenches with you and has been doing this for over 25 years in New York City. And I've learned a lot of lessons along the way, sometimes the hard way, and I'm ready to pass on what I know. I do it every day for free right here on the daily and in my content. But if you want the nitty gritty on what specifically is happening in your career, reach out to me. So that's part of the reason that I do the daily content. And the thing with making daily content is that every day I ask myself, what might help somebody? What's the advice that I wish I'd heard 25 years ago when I first landed in New York City? I'm always looking for how I can bring value to other actors, to other working actors, to people, to myself 20, 25 years ago, to myself 10 years ago, let's be real. And then I'm originally from Australia, if that helps. So yes, I moved continents to pursue my acting career. And I am making a life being a working actor. I am very privileged in that I don't have a I am very privileged that I no longer have to have I haven't had a waiting tables job I haven't had restaurant management job for, is it 15 years now? Gosh, that seems like a really long time. But I'm very privileged that I get to make my living as a working actor. And those are the lessons that I'm dying to pass along to others so that I can help them get to where they want in their acting careers faster. So every day I wake up and I ask, what can I say today that might help someone? And I'll tell you what happened. When you spend every day trying to articulate what you believe, you eventually discover what you believe. And in creating content, oh, sorry, I got distracted. Why are you holding your cup like that? That's weird. I got distracted. I was deep in my philosophy. Um, and when you spend every day asking yourself, what can I contribute that might be valuable? It tells me that I'm valuable. There is so much about our industry as actors telling us that we're expendable, that we're replaceable, that our individual worth is small. And I spend time every day finding something that I can offer that will help somebody else on their journey. Every day, my content lets me decide. Every day, I'm giving something away. And that's got to be having some effect on me in my personal growth as a human being, telling me that what I have to contribute has some value. And so I've been making daily content for just over a year. Oh, cool. So I've been making daily content every day for just over a year. And I've learned about myself that I don't just have opinions. I do have a worldview. Currently, I'm on a tear of telling people, please take radical ownership of your creative life. And I can expand on that. I'm expanding on that. Good morning. We spend so much time thinking that the decisions that shape our lives and our careers and our work is in somebody else's hands. And I want to give you permission to look for the ways in which you can take control of your creative life. Discover the thing that you love, that you want, that you have to say. That's your value. That's your contribution. Hey, thanks for joining me. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. So I have I'm developing my own philosophy in real time, in public, Take radical ownership of your creative life. Build the thing. Celebrate the successes, celebrate the receipts. I believe there is room for everyone. I believe the more specific you are about as a person, the more valuable you are to the industry. There is room for everyone. Stop waiting for permission. And I'm starting to realize these aren't just random videos. These are chapters. Okay, I'm going to say it. I think I'm ready to write my manifesto. Give me advice for a person who wants to study in America. I am from Australia myself. I moved to America 25 years ago. Gosh, over 25 years ago now, to study. My journey was very specific. This is not available to everybody. This is right now I'm talking to Imaine. I think that's how I say that. Imaine. My journey was that back when I arrived 26 years ago, I was on a student visa, which was valid for 1 year. And I had become very into the acting teaching philosophy of a teacher called Uta Hagen, whose school, the HB Studio, is in Greenwich Village, in the West Village in New York City. And I knew that I wanted to study there more than anything. And I saved up and I made that happen for myself. So I arrived in America on a student visa. At that time, and I believe this is still correct, although I know it went away, but at that time there was a program called the Diversity Visa Program. You look like my doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I've played one on TV. I play a lot of medical professionals. And so I was entering myself into the diversity visa program, and I think I entered 3 times, and then I won. I made it through the random selection process of the diversity visa program, and then made it through the interview process and became a permanent resident here in the US. And so I was able to start working. So that has been my journey. I don't know that all of those steps still exist. I think it changes from one administration to the next. But have a look and see if the diversity visa program is currently available for the country where you live. It's not available to every country because the whole point of the program is to diversify the countries that immigrants to the US come from. But I'm an immigrant. I'm an immigrant from Australia, and I've been a permanent resident here for over 25 years. And now I am sharing everything, trying to share everything that I've learned in that time with all of you. So let me know what you're working on in your acting career. I'd be genuinely interested to know. As I started this journey of making daily content and sharing it with people, it's changed me. It's changed me. I know I'm making this content to help other people, but it has changed me. Good morning. This is the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. It's like I used to think I was making content, and now I think the content was making me. I think I'm ready to start writing my manifesto. Hi, Kenya. Hey, Nyambura from Kenya's here. It's just this interesting journey that I'm on. I am currently on a tear of empowering all of us who are here to take ownership, take radical ownership of our creative lives and make the thing. And I think while I have a small window before my next acting job, I think I'm going to start writing. I have always loved the written word, and I think I'm ready to start putting some words on paper. I think now that the thing about sharing this daily content is that I am are you gonna eat your mustard? How about you? Uh, I think the thing about speaking every day and sharing videos every day about things that make me laugh and that make me think and that teach me and things that I observe that are helpful is that they are starting to crystallize into a worldview. And I'm now ready to start building my manifesto in public. I don't know. Have any of you have experience with Substack? I don't. I think that's the place to start? Question mark. I love how my voice went up just as I said all of that because I'm completely. I don't. This is an area where I do not have experience, but I am, as in all things, I'm not scared of trying. Here's today's lesson. Please grant yourself permission to be a beginner. I am not afraid to be a beginner at something. And if my next mission is to write things on Substack. Oh, hey, Zach's over on Instagrams. Hey, Zach. Sorry, they're all on different pages, so I have to pay attention to TikTok, to Instagram, to Facebook, to YouTube. Yes, I came to study at HB. You're starting the Uta Hagen Summer Intensive Week from one day. Get it. Stage reading of a new musical coming up. Second round of callbacks for FST tomorrow. Chug along. Get it done, Zachary Crop. Zach and I did the prom. Was that 2 years ago? Question mark. 2 years ago. A sensational performer and a sweetheart of a man. Thrilled that you're doing that you're going to HB. That is a beautiful artistic home, and I really hope you get a lot out of it. Stage reading of a new musical coming up. Get it. Second round of callbacks for FST tomorrow. You better work. You better work. I'm thrilled that that's all happening for you. This is exactly the kind, we got to celebrate these successes, y'all. Give yourself the props and the joy and the love. This is how we show up for each other. In other news, last night I went to a screening. Okay, if you're not a member of SAG-AFTRA, here's what's happening at the moment. We are getting inundated with, for your consideration, videos and emails with producers and networks and streamers trying to make sure that their products, their stars, their content, their shows are being brought to our attention, also known as shoved down our throats, so that we can go and support whichever TV shows and stars we want to support. So last night, SAG-AFTRA Foundation hosted a panel, a conversation with Elle Fanning from Margot's Got Money Troubles, which is a show. I don't have Apple TV. I do not need another subscription in my life. I need to, stop paying so much for entertainment. But I will say that while I was visiting a friend in Nashville who subscribes to everything, I watched a couple of episodes of Margot's Got Money Troubles, and last night they aired the finale for us, a private screening of the finale, and then a conversation with Elle Fanning. And it was a fascinating journey. That is a higher echelon of television, because it's David E. Kelley, who has been around for decades, a showrunner who's been around for decades, a writer and show creator. Ally McBeal, Boston Legal, all sorts of things. David E. Kelley combined forces with Ellen Dakota Fanning's production company and Nicole Kidman's production company to win the rights to Margot's Got Money Troubles, which was a book. Here's the crazy thing to me. The author of the book was having meetings with production companies to make the TV series of it before the book was even published. I need to do some more research to find out who the author is, because Rufy, I can't remember her last name, created this book, but then shopped it, and successfully shopped it before it was even published. And I'm like, is this how it works now? Whole new world to me. But that's having those 3 production companies in your corner, it had to be something. I don't know how it will do with the Emmys. I guess it's in comedy, so it's up against Hacks. I think Hacks is gonna sweep this season because it's its 6th and last season. I don't know, I love Sachs. And, uh and The Pit. I think The Pit is gonna sweep all the drama stuff, right? Noah Wyle and The Pit. Is that on your radar? I haven't seen an episode of that either. I'm terrible. I all of that to say, for your consideration, Emmy season coming up. And so last night I went to this conversation with Elle Fanning, and it was just interesting and eye-opening. I think she's a terrific actor, and there are some great performances in that. Michelle Pfeiffer, Nick Offerman, Nicole Kidman, the roommate is adorable. It's a good show. Um, so that's what's going on. And then tonight we have the second screening of Daddy's Little Meatball at Tribeca Festival. So I will be back at Tribeca Festival today. Um, it's all happening, y'all. It is all happening. And now, apparently, I'm going to write a manifesto as well. There you go. That's what's going on with me. Wherever you are in your acting career, remember, you got this. Keep going. Zach, I'm so thrilled that you popped in to hang out with me for a while. Love you. And book FST, please. Get down to Florida and show them how it's done. All right, my friends, I'll be back right here on Monday at 8 a.m. I will see you then. Have a great weekend, y'all.